Okay, this folder got filed under note, so I couldn't find it. So ignore the last couple of minutes of the last video because I just was frantically trying to figure out where the heck. All right, we're going on. Okay, if you're in quadrant 1, you just do Pythag. Sine is 1/8, and so this is going to be square root of 8 squared first. So square root of 63. I can't write. Okay, so then sine of 2x will be 2 times 1/8 times root 63 over 8. Two root 63 over 64, cancel a 2. If you already know sine and cosine, you just take them and lots of things cancel. The 32s. Okay, so if you're in quadrant 3, cosine and sine are both negative. So we draw it quadrant 3, left 2, hypotenuse 3. The other side is square root of 3 squared minus 2 squared is root 5, but it's negative. Okay. What is tan? It's going to be root 5 over negative root 5 over negative 2. So there we go. Notice if you just do it sine over cosine, you end up with the 9's canceling. But you have to have found sine and cosine first. Alright, let's look at this. Okay. 102, 9, 12. This is the ambiguous case. So one thing to note is that if you look at it, you do the angle with the side that doesn't have the same level. So take that in your calculator, it's bigger than 9. So there's no solution. What do you get when you try to use it? you get a number bigger than 1 and you do second sign, makes an error message. So the problem is that if you've got a short side across from a large angle, it just doesn't work at all. All right, next. Oh no, we don't have an angle in it. Yes, we do. Find the third angle immediately. Doesn't matter whether it's angle, angle, side, or angle, side, angle. As soon as you've got 2 angles, you've got 3 angles and a side. So, oh. Okay, set your calculator's mode to degrees. We'll do notice that once again the sine 24 and 15 end up upside down both times. You're just switching out which angle E and angle F. So the 2 answers, I actually did calculate this one. There we go. All right, next. Law of cosines. So we have z squared is x squared plus y squared minus 2xy cosine z. What goes where if you have j, k, and l? Well, the angle has to go in the trig function. So this must be, if this is the 72 degrees for j, then it must be side j that we're finding. Okay. This is all one big number on the right-hand side. And j is the square root. Now we find the smaller angle. This is other, not over. Okay, so let's find the smaller angle. That would be the one across from the 7. Don't forget to do second sign. Haha, I can go to the next page. And then the total's 180. Sorry, my handwriting is horrible, but I don't care. It must be May. Okay, so the thing about this is, when we do this, first of all, find Okay, so we'll find the largest angle. I'm going to be putting angle for x. So I've got 18 squared parentheses are on your top and your bottom when you type it in, or simplify each one separately. If I want to do y, I start with the angle, the side y, subtract off the others, divide by -2 times the others, type in. So x is, as it turns out, bigger than 90 degrees. You can either subtract or you can set up your law of cosines again. Z's side is 10. Okay. All right. Let's see. Area in the others. If I have sides A and B, and there was no solution to this one. This one, okay, so I have to use 2 sides and the third angle. So stuff into calculator. Are you still in degrees mode? Okay. Again, once you know all 3 angles and all 3 sides, you can find it 3 different ways. Okay, side angle side is the one that's built for the law of sines. Okay, pick 2 sides and the third angle. Again, if you round off a little, it'll be off a little. I don't care, frankly. Okay, side, side, side. You do law of cosines. Oh, so yeah, law of cosines to find an angle. And then use the 2 sides across from the 2 sides that are not across from that angle. Angle, angle, angle is a proportionality statement, but it is not a way to pin down a triangle. Okay, angle side angle and angle side are basically the same. If you have two angles, find the third angle, and then basically you have all these. Okay, this is law of sines. Ditto. Okay, side angle is the ambiguous case. Yeah, so the ambiguous case, if you have like x, y, and angle x, then you want to know so you take the angle and the side that isn't across from that angle and you try y sine x. X has to be bigger in order to be big enough to actually reach the ground, and x has to be smaller than y, or there's just one solution. So. Okay, side angle side. This is the setup that oh, sorry. You find the law of cosines. Yeah, for third side. I can't write. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm only going to do 2 of these. Oh my gosh. So, so we have angle A, so we pin it with side B. So dang it. We've already seen with the ambiguous case that if there is no solution, you basically, you try setting things up and it screws up at some point. If there's one solution, screws up at some point. Let me just, okay. So. Keep straightening my letters out. Actually, I'm going to write the new things in blue and the old ones, the old ones in red. So don't mess with the things that you're given. There really is only one solution, then this will total already more than 180. If there's no solution, you'll get an error message at the very beginning. Okay. Okay, so, all right, so we get 2 C's. Notice if you haven't screwed it up, largest angle goes across from largest side, and vice versa. And small angle goes from small side. Okay. Sorry, meant to do those in blue. Just in case. So, okay, so if we set this up, so there's a reason there's just one solution is the supplement of 90 is 90. So I don't need to worry about that. 30, 60, 90. Oh. Oh, let me turn that blue. It's a new one. Okay, so C comes out to 19.053. Lovely. Is there anything I want to do with the other two? I'm so done with this review sheet. It's so freaking long. So notice that if you say is A greater than B sine angle A, sure. Is A less than B? No. So there's only one solution. And if you try and set it up, Okay, b is smaller. B has to be an even smaller side, so let's just do this. Cross multiply, second sign, you get 12.68 degrees, or its supplement. And what that means is this is already more than 180. And by George, there's no second solution. Okay, so to figure out C, we subtract from 180. Okay, last one. Let's see. I'm so over this. Let's see. We try again the angle with the side that doesn't match the angle. So yeah, it's barely bigger, but it is bigger. And is A less than B? Also true. So we set it up 2 solutions. And then this angle will be the one that gets supplemented. Ugh. I don't want to do this. You do it. I'm going to write the answers in. Okay. Process the same as problem A.